Okay, how about this one? Would you rather travel the world for free for a year or have $50,000 to spend however you please?
What's the method of travel? Any?
Any.
So your traveling would be for free.
Your traveling would be for free.
Oh, I love traveling so much.
Or what?
Or $50,000 to
$50,000.
spend however you please.
I have an answer.
I feel like that's
I would do the traveling. Because you know what I would do? I would get a job that I could do online, and then I'd be able to save every single penny of that job online. And it would be maybe $50,000, maybe more. And then I could travel for free.
But that's
my
is that
living would
just
be free
your
for a year.
travel
Just like
fare?
the
This is your
airfare,
travel.
train
That's
ticket.
yeah. It's not like
It
where
doesn't
you
say
stay
your food,
and
your
your food.
lodging.
Never mind, I want the $50,000.
That's so like I'm thinking $50,000. Just it's not costing me anything. It's not costing me any labor to get it. It's just $50,000. I can use that to help pay out some debt, but also I could use a lot of it to invest to make more money for myself. $50,000 to just go straight to investment. It's pretty good.
Beanie Babies.
Bitcoin.
Invest in Beanie Babies.
My grandma
I
done
remember
did that.
in the 90s. Oh my gosh.
My grandma had a whole room upstairs in her house
All
that
the
was
tags
full
on
of
them?
Beanie Babies. Yes.
Yep.
Had the
And we
Princess
weren't allowed
Diana
to play
Beanie
with
Baby.
them. Yes, probably. She had so many. The whole room was filled with them, and we were not allowed to play with them as
It was
kids.
a college fund. That's what a lot of people. I'm saving for college by buying Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
My cousin and I would go sneak in there and play with them. I know.
That's why you don't have a college fund.
Yep, you played
That's
with them.
it. That's the reason. That's it
Like
right
the elf.
there.
You touched it and the magic went away.
Yeah, I love traveling so much though. I grew up.
I do too.
I grew up just in the
I think I'd have
military.
to pick the travel. I think I'd pick the travel.
I think I would have to pick travel because it's about the experience.
Yeah, but the amount of money you're spending also. I mean, honestly, the airfare, like if you travel overseas,
if you cut down,
the airfare is the most expensive part of
Yeah.
it. Food's
No doubt.
not like crazy expensive,
well,
depending on
food-
where you
look,
go.
Food, I'm going to be eating here regardless.
Yeah, you're gonna eat.
So like, I kind of don't count that factor sometimes.
Where are you traveling to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, is this just? But here's the thing: it takes a lot of time to travel overseas.
Right.
So you're saying you're not going to eat
No,
while
he's
you're
saying
overseas?
he's
No,
saying
I'm
he would
saying
be paying for
the
food
cost
here
of
anyway.
food is
So
a constant.
that's
I have to pay for food here or food there.
I see what you're saying now.
So I don't really like factor that into.
it's a
you know,
solid
like-
point.
Like I gotta pay for food regardless.
Yeah,
But and you don't have to travel the entire year.
No.
I would be.
That's what I'm saying. If I'm getting free travel, I'm getting an online job, and I'm just going anywhere and everywhere I want to go.
Yeah.
I
Guess
love
who's
the
going to
idea of
Europe?
the
Me.
experience.
Guess who's
I
going to
think I'd pick
Greece?
travel.
Living my Mamma
Right.
Mia
See, Greece is something.
in the most holy way possible.
Right. Okay, so would you choose the fastest way to get somewhere, or would you take the long road?
It depends on where I'm at.
I'm going.
If I'm in Switzerland, get me on a train.
Yes.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Get me on a train. Like the train rides in Europe are amazing.
Go hang out in the observation cart, just
Yes.
going through
Oh my
the
gosh.
Swiss Alps, and
I have a question. Cruises, that's travel, but that's
travel.
all inclusive, right? So
She found a
my
loophole.
food, my drinks,
Found a loophole.
my everything.
It's cheaper than living in senior living,
Yeah.
It
apparently.
That's wild.
that
Okay.
couple that
Depends. If you're from Oklahoma, that's not
I
true.
choose a different answer. It's no longer the $50,000. I'm going cruising.
cruising.
I'm cruising everywhere. I'm cruising all over the place.
I love traveling. I grew up traveling because of the Air Force, and I miss going to places and experiencing new things. But with that $50,000, I could still do a couple of travel things, right? I could pay off some debt, which would save me more money in the long run. So that's, I don't know.
It is tricky.
It is tough because I
How
love
quickly
traveling.
could you eat away $50,000 worth
So
of
fast.
travel, though, if you
So
were traveling
fast.
year round?
I would be. This is what I'm saying. That $50,000.
it'd be
I'd be.
gone.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how many cruises I'm taking? This is what I'm saying. Because then I'm not paying for food.
I mean, and you would go on like the nicest planes, the nicest boats.
Oh,
First
I'm
class.
taking Etihad, Emirates.
You know what
Yeah.
first class has?
A
Nicer food
Lamborghini
too.
is considered traveling, right?
Yo, stop.
Oh my god!
Stop.
I'm not driving. I'm
rental
traveling.
cars.
I'm gonna get me a
everywhere you
Ford
go, free rental
Bronco.
cars. Like
Yep, free rental cars.
Yeah. So
I'm getting that.
one of the worst
G-Wagon
places.
6x6.
Actually, I don't know. So when we lived in Europe, one of the worst. So we went to Italy. We went to France, Netherlands. I think we went to Poland at some point. But like the worst drivers were the Italians. The worst, and they got like all the nice like
You know what?
souped up cars and everything.
Americans are better travelers than Canadians, according to
Really?
Yeah.
the flight industry. Yeah.
That's interesting.
We're nicer than Canadians when it comes to airlines.
Canadians. Eh?
It's because we got to go through all that crap with TSA.
Apparently that's the latest study shows. So, so traveling it is. Traveling it is.
Yeah.
Bro, those are experiences you'll never get back.
I know. I've had a lot of them.
Experiences you'd never have.
Had a lot of them. But I need to get rid of some debt.
Okay, here's another one.
Me and you both.
Here's another would you rather. I'm just loving going through these. Would you rather give up your cell phone for a month or bathing for a month?
Cell phone.
Cell phone? What type of question is that?
I already don't even want my cell phone.
I don't either.
Where am I living?
You stupid.
Can I go for a swim?
On the water tower.
Can you go for a swim?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think that helps.
I think it does.
It doesn't.
Chlorine
I
kills
do.
every bacteria on you.
Bro, I am so concerned for you.
I'm just saying. I mean, I can go without my phone for a month if I needed to, but I feel like a chlorine pool suffices sometimes.
He's gonna be hanging out in that water tower anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to talk worship night?
Yeah. What you got playing?
So tonight is going to be. Wait, can I say that, or is this going to come out Saturday?
It'll
Should
come
I be
out
saying
Saturday, but you
Should I-
can say tonight.
It's
Okay.
all right.
Okay, so it's going to be, we're going to have some worship and then we're going to have some prayer time. And the prayer I have multiple topics and multiple stations for the youth to rotate through. And I think just throughout this semester, through different teachings and through fall retreat, having the prayer walk, and then tonight being able to really emphasize on the importance of prayer to the youth, because when I was their age, I did not have that. Like, that was not a thing. We did not talk about the importance of prayer. I knew that I was supposed to be reading my Bible every day. I knew I was supposed to be at church, and that was it. And so really, like, communicating with God and that being a big part of what we're doing here at the church and teaching them that, like, when you go home, like, you're supposed to be doing this too. It's been really exciting to prep for and to prepare my heart for, to lead them in. But I'm super excited.
Yeah, she's been putting a lot of work in. I'm excited for tonight and what Leah's put together. It's different than what we've done in the past, and that's something I really love to do because, it can kind of get a little like, oh, we've done this before kind of feeling. But, Leah's got some different prayer stations set up where the students will spend a few minutes at each station you've got, what are the different stations we have?
I have revival for schools, so then we'll have different boards set up for each school or each school district. And then they'll pin a prayer for their school onto the board, written on a note card. And then we have missions and disasters. And so we'll have a map set up with different things going on in the world right now, different missions areas like the Mexico mission trip or like different places like the place we go to in Kenya that our church partners with, Centerville, like all the different things pinned on the board, and then they can come over and they can pray for each one of them. We have a scripture written out that they'll be able to write out on their note card that they'll have with them that they're going to take home. And then they'll be able to pray that out loud or privately. And then confession, we'll have a cross set up to where they can come and they can kneel and write it out on a note card and put it in a basket. And
Rod has made he went above and beyond.
Yes, shout
what
out
we
to Rod.
thought. Yeah, so it's pretty slick. It's a nice looking cross.
I'm really excited about it. And then adoration. So we're going to have all the different names of God written out on butcher paper. And then they're going to be able to come over and see what each of them mean. And really, they're going to write down which one is their prayer for the season of life they're in right now. So for some people, it's the fact that they need Abba Father and they need that comforter. or for some people it's a shepherd, and they need that leadership, or whatever it may be. They'll be able to ride that out and just praise the Lord for who he is and how he has all these different names and how he is all of them in one. And then we'll have goals. So then each of them will be able to make a goal and write it out on their card for them to take home. That will be, for some people, maybe it's just talk to this one girl that the Lord's put on their heart. Or for some people, maybe it's, I just need to be in the Bible reading plan more. Or whatever it may be. They'll be able to have the opportunity to make a goal, a God-sized goal that they'll be able to try to reach this semester. So,
yep. So yeah, really looking forward to that, and we've got Common Worship coming in to lead us for worship.
Yes.
So really excited. We love Common Worship and having them come in and minister to our students. And yeah, I think since we started doing prayer and worship nights, it has been a night that a lot of students look forward to and even ask about. So, yeah, really excited to see what happens. And we're also going to pray for our mission team at the very end, having the team come in and kind of addressing that. And then with like disasters, like one of the things that we're adding is praying for Israel during this time. And so praying for protection and safety and ultimately peace. I know it's something I'm praying for as well as mercy. Like I can imagine being in that situation where, loved ones are being killed, and, what you want to do is just, wipe those people off the face of earth, but there's also mercy that needs to be shown. And I don't know how that looks, but we know that, God has shown mercy to us and we can do the same. So
here, quick question. How do you see what the importance of what you guys are putting together and doing in this worship and prayer time, and how it plays into our discipleship model as a church as we're growing people? How's that work together?
Well, I would say, we're our goal is to create disciples and create, move them along this spiritual growth from infant, child, young adult to adult, right? And I know that, before this summer, my prayer life was honestly non-existent. And I have noticed since starting to even just journal my prayers, the differences made in my life, the peace that I have and the connection I have with God. And something that I've always prayed is, God, revive your spirit in me and let me be sensitive to your spirit when it moves. And so that I think that has changed a lot of who I am today and how I minister. And our goal is to help our students understand, like, this is things that you can do at home. There's things you can do together, because they're going to be in groups as they travel along in these. We're using our adults to also help, like, guide students if they need help with whatever. So, yeah.